Oh, he's recording
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nerd Wars. We're here live on Twitch, but this topic is too good to not record it because I knew I was going to upload this later because, guys, Warner Brothers just took a shot at Snyder Cut fans. Now, we should be clear. Warner Brothers didn't, but a show they make did, and they allowed it to happen, which to me is still troubling for Snyder Cut fans.
Yeah.
And I got Jody was watching. He's like, we got to talk about this. He jumped into our stream. I got Damien, I got Chris, I got Lewis from Nerd Report. We got Maggie. The whole thing's here. But Lewis, Jody, you were very adamant. You wanted to jump in. You were like, I saw this. We got to talk about this because we've made some stuff about this. Let's go through this clip in question. But before we go through the clip, guys, I can't show the clip. You can go find the clip on my Twitter, etc. But we're going to reenact the clip. So that way we'll do the next best thing. Jody and I will play the characters. So the characters that they show in this, do I have it here? There they are. They have a character in a Release the Snyder Cut t-shirt, and then a Last Jedi is not canon. These two nerds are watching this scene. Jody, do you want to play the Snyder Cut fan, and I'll play the Last Jedi fan?
I would love to play the Snyder Cut fan. I got to embrace my inner dweeb, psychopathic, illogical thinking, basement nerd. I could do that, though.
All right, and I'll play it because I'll play a Last Jedi hater. Let's do it. All right, here we go. You start it.
You ready?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
I can't believe you want to watch this show. You know they just did a 3-episode arc where Harley beats Penguin, Riddler, and Mr. Freeze using nothing but her Mary Sue powers.
Are you sure you haven't seen the show?
Yeah, because I'm not a 12-year-old girl. Also, dude, why would I watch a show about Gotham City, but Batman is barely in it?
You watched all 5 seasons of Gotham.
Because it wasn't a freaking tsunami of virtual signaling. Here, smart guy, let's see this week's episode of Harley Quinn is all about. Harley Quinn and her best friend Poison Ivy, aren't in this episode, which focuses on Batman waking from his coma and vowing to take back Gotham City. Frick! Well, fine, but it sucks. If it sucks, we're watching Family Guy.
And scene. All right, well, now you guys... look, this is a pretty, you did a great job. I only had 2 lines, so it was on you and you did great. This is not a good look. This is not a good look. Snyder Cut fans should be angry at this. If I were them, I'd be mad at it. And it just shows like Warner Brothers doesn't care about them. They wouldn't have, this had to go through someone there who gave the approval to let this happen. And look, everyone should be fair to comedy, but you know this is going to trigger them to go certain parts of the fandom. Not all Snyder Cut fans are crazy, but there sadly is there's a large chunk of them that are very vocal that ruin the whole Zack Snyder fandom because they're so crazy. But Jody, how do you think they're going to react to this?
They're going to hate it. I already put a video out on my channel about an hour ago, and they're already in the comments trying to dial it back, flip it around, flip the script. It's insane. This is publicity. Oh, nice try. It's insane. They are losing their freaking minds. This is a huge L that they know hits them in the core. Look, the Snyder Cut, I understand there's people that want the film to come out, want to see the finished vision, and I don't have nothing against them. Those are the ones who think logically. But that Snyder cult, the one who comes to my channel, wishes death on me, wishes coronavirus on me, wants me to die, those trash motherfuckers, freak them. And Warner Brothers is basically telling them, freak them. We were right this whole time when it said Warner Brothers hates the Snyder Cut movement. That clip right there is hate. It shows how much they discuss and don't care about them. If we dive deep into this sheet, Andy, it gets really offensive. They are really shooting shotgun shells at these motherfuckers. He's in the basement. He's overweight. He's an overweight in the basement person who's sipping through the freaking soda cup
in sweatpants,
and he's freaking.
He's an alcoholic. There's several beers.
And then you have the Last Jedi guy who's in the fandom. He's a part of it all, but he's more logical. You can see he's more clean cut.
The Star Wars guy
in his stature. The other dude's leaning back, all fat and dumb. He's wearing sweatpants with no pockets. He has no pockets.
Well, that's right. What I was going to get into is this idea. I love that they made the Star Wars fan the sane one. They took the crazy Last Jedi's not canon. We hate Star Wars, but they made the Star Wars fan tell the Zack Snyder fan, dude, you're crazy. And it's hilarious because it's true. I'm sorry. I've dealt with all the fandoms through my years of Screen Junkies when I hated on everybody. every fandom has its dark corners. Don't get me wrong, but I've gotten multiple death threats from one fandom, and it's the DC Snyder fans. They are vicious.
They make us look bad.
And they make all real Snyder fans look bad. And what's so frustrating about it is real Zack Snyder and real DC fans should be way more vocal in condemning them, and they don't. And they just sit there and watch and enjoy it. And that's why this has become a thing. And so there's people out there, other channels. There's like the Matt Jarbos. I'll say it, Lewis. All these people who just come at me because I have an opinion about this because I've gotten freaking death threats over this group, and they all sit there and defend it. And I'm so sick and tired of it. Kudos for Warner Brothers for taking a shot because they deserve it. Someone's got to do it. I wish Zack Snyder would do it. Don't you, Jody?
This was a long time coming. No, I don't give a freak. Snyder's just trying to get paid. He's just trying to get his movement.
No, but I wish he would at least try to be like, come on, guys. Like, enough. Like, just.
Oh, yeah. If he would have said something against the hate, but no, he likes it all. He likes all. I'm going to be on Fatal J's channel on Saturday talking the Snyder Cut. Then this happened. So I want to see him I'm going to back him into a real serious corner. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be great. I encourage you all to go watch that. But we're going to see. I encourage you guys to watch that because Fatal J's whole entire channel is based around the Snyder Cut movement, and he wants to promote it. But already what I'm seeing in my comment section, his number one defense is they're promoting us.
Right.
And I'm like, what the freak? Did you not see the onslaught that they just released upon you guys?
This isn't promote exactly. This exactly is what the problem is. Like that is the type of fan he's not doing death threats. Maybe he is anonymously. He's the type of guy who would do an anonymous death threat.
Look at the
on Twitter.
lampshade. It's got cum stains on it, bro. Look at the lampshade. It's got stains all over it. Old beer bottles. It's weed in the ashtray right in front of him.
There is a bong in front of the other guy. And there's like pistachios or something. I don't know. But the point is, this does not paint the fandom light nicely. And look, every fandom should be a joke. But the fact that they have the Star Wars fan legitimizing with the other, it's pretty amazing. What I was going to say though was this idea that I'm so tired of. The other thing that I hear, the complaint all the time is, we're not all like this. Come on. Zack Snyder fans have raised all this money for suicide prevention. Have you noticed when they use that as a shield? They use that as a shield all the time.
I'm pretty sure that the Klan had a lot of fundraisers that helped build churches too.
Yeah, but that's but my point is like, just because they did the right thing, which everyone should do, and they donate some money, They use that as sort of this defense. I've seen it every time I got in an argument with somebody, or even have a discussion. It's always like, "Do you know how much money we've raised for?" Like as if that they're defending and justifying this behavior from certain fans that are toxic. That is what we're fighting against. That's what I've always been fighting against. I'm not fighting against Zack Snyder. I don't care. Dude, let him release a stunt movie. Who cares?
But I gotta admit, he does look weak here because he's not saying anything. Like you said, he's not being vocal to the toxicity of the movement. He's not saying anything when it comes to the negative vitriol that we get spewed upon us, but he's always quick to release an image, to release this, to say the cut's coming. He's really fueling this fire.
Yes.
And that's exactly why, like I've been saying, Jody Damas for a couple years, and that Fandom Wire article that you reported on, Andy, was correct because Warner Brothers hates the fan base. It does not like this. This proves that they hate, dislike, can't stand the fan base for them to troll them like this.
Unless Snyder was in on it. Unless he was in on it, which I don't believe he was.
Of course
That's
not.
One way you could save this. If Snyder's like, yeah, I gave him permission. Maybe then, see, we're joking fun of ourselves.
Don't say that, Andy. You're giving them ammo.
The only out. I gotta play. That's the thing. I'm not out.
Why would you say that?
Everyone tells me I'm always out to get. I'm not. I'm out to call out the toxic fandom.
But I know, but you're talking to illogical people. They're gonna make a whole entire article up now saying that Snyder was a part of it now.
It should be said too, Jody, since because I don't really want to keep hitting this topic, but when something this fun comes up, we got to. It should be said that article in question that I got destroyed online by so many fans saying I was an idiot and I was a loser and a liar, and they went to even my past and drugged up everything they could. Aside from all that, 3 other sources have come and confirmed it. 3 other sources have since said, yeah, no, the Warner Brothers has told us now officially they're not making the Snyder Cut. HBO Max isn't doing it. So it's just like, it's mind-blowing how it's like talking to walls. You can't, and then they get aggressive with you. They fight with you. They take low blow shots at you. They say you have you don't know anything. You're wrong. You're an idiot. Why would you know? As if they would know. And then it's like, well, only Zack Snyder would know. Well, then why? How do you know?
Exactly. Lightbulb was the pure example of the Snyder cult. He came in here like a sheep. Oh, yeah, thank you. I think that this. And then as soon as he, like a coward, and left, went to Twitter and started putting that chest out, talking about, we don't know what we're talking about. Bruh, what the heck is that? That's a prime example.
I love
exactly the type
calling
of
him
DNA they're
Lightbulb.
made
Do not give that guy any more credentials. But yes,
that's why I called him Lightbulb.
We know who Lightbulb is exactly. But he summed up the fandom over. And I don't want to keep calling this. I'm not trying to take a shot. But I had friends. I had friends who I considered friends taking shots at me because of my opinion on this movie. It is just gross where people are going. We're allowed.
Shots at you?
We're allowed to have different opinions, and it's not for. We're not. I'm not doing this video for attention. I'm doing this video because even Warner Brothers, guys. Even Warner Brothers is calling out the toxicity and grossness of this fandom, and people out there fighting Jody and I. Why aren't you fighting the toxicity? Why aren't you telling those toxic fans to stop being so gross and inappropriate and awful? No, they enjoy it. They watch it like they're the ones watching the car crash saying, yeah, let it all burn. They're like the Joker, like, yeah, they deserve this chaos.
Burns.
I'm sick of that chaos. No fandom should be allowed to have that. No excuse for it. I don't care what charity you've done. That does not defend or justify the behavior that some Snyder fans do, and I'm over it, and that's why I'm doing this, and I'm pissed about it. It's not about showboating. It's not about us,
it is for me.
For you, it is.
It is for me.
It's not.
Bro,
it's calling out.
Right along. This is proves that I was. My chest is out like an eagle, bro.
But sure, take that win if you like, Jody. I don't care about the win for me. I don't. I really don't. I care about.
You need to, bro, because they came at your sheet hard, man.
Well, I care when the facts come out. I care when the facts come out. That's what I like. And you can't talk to these people and ever get facts. It's all conjecture, speculation.
Facts don't matter. Andy, don't you understand?
No, facts doesn't matter to them. But I'm saying to rational people.
Warner Brothers could come out tomorrow and sit at a podium and say, hello, I, Toby Emmerich of Warner Brothers, am not releasing the Snyder Cut. In fact, I hate it. And they'll make videos tomorrow. It's coming. You see that? We're working on them. It's working. What the freak is going on here, bro? We got to freaking stand up for this shit, man. Bask in your W, man. You stand behind that article you put out.
Oh, I do.
Take that W,
I do.
man.
I'd stand by that article. Don't get me wrong. But my point is, sure, thank you. I accept the win. I'm happy about the win. But I'm more happy about someone confirming it and just having more ammo to say, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. They are absolutely crazy. Yes. And as this continues, any other fans who come at us still saying we're crazy, guys, I've blocked most of them now because I couldn't do it anymore.
That's what you have to do.
It's ridiculous. But I hope some sane people who watch this can start seeing the writing on the wall of like, you got to tone it down. Even their own studios, like, you guys are nuts.
Bro, let me tell you about the douchebag on Twitter. There's a douchebag on Twitter that actually is writing the book about the Snyder Cut. He hit me on Twitter and says, I showed the transcript of the death threat that I got from a Snyder fan, and I tweeted it out. It got some buzz. And some dude or whatever says, he said, he put a couple words like, shame. And I said, yeah, man, like, it's bad how terrible. I responded like, yo, it's bad how terrible the threats that I get. He said, yeah, I see both sides. I said, wait a minute.
Both sides to threats.
I said, wait a minute. So this time when you said shame, you were talking about me? He says, partly. He said, halfway. I said, well, then you're half a douchebag. And he went away. And that's the motherfucker that's writing a book about this. He's garbage, bro. And other people like him are garbage. They're going to take this to their deathbed. I think this is like politics now. It's on the level of politics. Republican, Democrat.
Snyder
which side are you on?
Yeah.
They taking this shit to the grave. This is a religion to them. This is exactly why I say a cult, because only people in a cult are blind, don't think logically. All that shit is gone. They're just zombies. There's no other way to describe people who act like this with all of these facts and evidence and information in your face. How else am I supposed to label them? These are not a logical thinking movement. A movement takes pros, cons, makes the best decision for the light of the greater good. This here, I don't know what the freak to call them except what I think they are, a cult.
No, and you're right. A cult is a good word. Maggie, we were talking about it, but there's no rhyme or reason to them except for their way. And you're right. Anytime, it doesn't matter what the politics or the nerddom or whatever it is, that is dangerous. And again, to echo what you're saying, any DC or Snyder fan that allows or encourages that, they're just as they're just as guilty in my mind. It's like, what are you doing? And so many of them just sort of come at us and don't even and just ignore those. That's not true. There have been I've had a couple who say, "Come on, don't go in that," but not enough of them, and they know it. A lot of these fans I know, particularly the guy who I know who's coming at me, making videos about just because he's obsessed with me. I don't know why, but he keeps making videos about it and doing all this stuff. He's doing all this stuff and just not even acknowledging or noticing all of the horrific and terrible things that some fans do. And it's not okay anymore. It's not okay. Yes, I'll be honest. There are a lot of bad, crazy fans in Star Wars too right now. There are some dangerous ones. So I don't want to say it's only DC Snyder fans, but
that's why the other guy was in the video with the Star Wars shirt.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I've dealt with them both in ways, and I've hated the movies, etc. And I've liked the movies too. I just, from my experience over my years, and I've luckily had some in big places. It didn't matter. Now then, the DC fans are way more vicious. They're just way more vicious.
I'm gonna disagree. In my experience, the Star Wars fans are the worst, but the Snyder fans are the worst. I'm separating the Snyder fans from the DC
I see.
fans.
You know what?
Freak that.
No, you are correct. Because not all DC fans are like that. Thank you for clarifying. And I've gotten in trouble for that. You are correct. Overall, you're right. Star Wars fans are worse. But the Snyder fans, the release of Snyder Cut fans, those hardcore cultists.
I've never seen anything like that.
They are without a doubt the worst. So thank you for that clarification. I agree with that. That is a very good separation. But there you have it. Check out Jody's video over on his YouTube. We're going to keep talking here on Twitch, twitch.tv/PopcornPlanet. Go follow Jody over in Jody's Corner. I want to get the whole panel. I got a whole panel here to talk about this, as well as the fans going to call in. We're going to keep this going. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. But I wanted to clip this for YouTube because this is too good of a topic to finally get, as Jody puts it, the win. To confirm, this is now number 4. This is the 4th sort of real kind of confirmation that Warner Brothers doesn't want to be in that business. They don't care about it. They don't want to do it. I stand by the report. I believed in it. I still do. And they'll keep moving the goalposts as long as they need to try and keep justifying their loss, and not call it a loss. But this is now the reality. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. Stay tuned. And we'll be back with more content. Bye!